Okay, so chapter number 7, properties of multiplication. Properties of multiplication, you know that if we have two numbers like 3 and 5, right? If we have a, suppose I am taking example, okay, properties of multiplication. First I am telling what is the property. First property I am telling you, and the first property, that is actually commutative property of multiplication. So what is the meaning is that? The meaning is that if we have a two fraction and if we are changing the order of the fraction, the product or the result will be same. Understand? The product of two fractions remains same if we will change the order of the fraction. Okay, for example, I am starting with the whole number. Like you know that 3 and 5 are the two number. If you multiply 3 and 5, or instead of multiplying 3, 5, you can 5 into 3. So what you will get here? 15. Here also what you will get? 15. Same thing. Okay, right? So this and this meaning same because result is same. So this is called multiplication of the, this is called the commutative property of multiplication. So same thing for the fraction also. If you have a two fraction, you can take any like 7 by 3 and 2 by 5. These are the two fractions. Okay. So either you multiply 7 by 3 into 2 by 5, or you multiply 2 by 5 by 7 by 3. Result will be same. Okay. What it will come? 14 upon 15. Here also what it will come? 14 upon 15. No change, right? Now, so that I am telling ki if you are changing the order of two fractional number, there will be no change in the result. Answer will be same. Okay, right now. So this is called the commutative property of multiplication. The product of two fractions remains same if we are changing the order of the fraction number. Same thing for the whole number also as the whole number, right now. So this was the first property. It is not only for two number. If you there are three numbers also. So if you are multiplying the three fractional number and you are changing the order, the result remains same. Result is not going to change, right now. That is called associative property. But according to your class, you have to remember this thing only. Name and these all you will discuss in the coming classes. Okay. So here, as you will reach in the 6th, 7th and 8th classes, you will be study about the properties with their names and more things, right? So this was the property. Okay, ki if you are changing the order, there will be no change in the values, whether the fraction are more or 2 or more than 2, right? Same thing if any fraction is given and the fraction is multiplied by 1, the fraction is multiplied by the 1, then there will be no change in the fraction. There will be no change in the fraction if the fractional number is multiplied by the 1, as you know. Like a number is 5 and 5 is multiplied by 1, what will you get? You will get 5, right? No, same thing. If any fraction is given multiplied by 1, that is no change in the fraction number, like 7 by 3. So what will get? 7 by 3 only. So that's why this one is called the multiplicative identity. This one is called the multiplicative identity because if you multiplying any fractional number by 1, there will be no change in the fraction. So that is called the multiplicative identity. Okay. Now, but if you multiply any fraction by 0, what you will get? Definitely you will get the answer 0. Instead of 1, if you are multiplying the number by 0, you will get the 0 only. Right? As you know that any integer, any whole number, natural number, whatever, multiply by 0, the answer will be 0. So same thing for the fraction also. Right now? Now, so I was telling you the properties of multiplication. Now one more thing, multiplicative inverse. What is the meaning of multiplicative inverse of a fractional number? If there are any fractional number, what is the multiplicative inverse? Remember this, multiplicative inverse. So what is the multiplicative inverse? If the product of a fractional number and a whole number, if the product of a fractional number and a whole number is coming 1, then the whole number will be the multiplicative inverse of the fraction, and the fraction will be the multiplicative inverse of the whole number. Or you can say, if the product of two fractional number is coming 1, if the product of two fractional number is coming 1, so both will be the multiplicative inverse of each other. Okay, for example, 1 by 5, if you multiply it by 5, so what it coming? Definitely it will come 1. So the product of fractional number and whole number is coming 1. It means this 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5, and this 1 by 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 5. Got it? Same thing for the fraction into fraction also. I am taking, suppose here 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is multiplied by 5 by 3. 3 by 5 multiply 5 by 3. So this 5 will cancel by 5, 3 by cancel by 3. So what you are getting? Answer 1. Right? So the product of two fractional number is coming 1, means this 3 by 5 is a multiplicative inverse of 5 by 3. 3 by 5 is multiplicative inverse of 5 by 3, or you can say this 5 by 3 is multiplicative inverse of 3 by 5. So both are the multiplicative inverse of, right? Understood, no? So if the product of two fractional number is coming 1, so both the fraction are called the multiplicative inverse of each other. So suppose I am telling you what is the multiplicative inverse of 5. So you will say the answer is 1 upon 5. If I will say 1 upon 5, what is the multiplicative inverse of 1 upon 5? You will say 5. If I will say 1, so what is the multiplicative inverse of 1? That will be 1 only. Multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1 only. But important question, what? If I will ask what is the multiplicative inverse of 0? What is the multiplicative inverse of 0? So you will say not defined. Multiplicative inverse of 0 is not defined, because multiplicative inverse 0 will be 1 by 0. That is not defined, right? So clear to everybody what is the meaning of multiplicative inverse of a number? I hope it is clear. In the next class, I will take the practical questions, word problem, the exercise 1, that is the fill in the blanks. You will do. I will explain. Send you the PDF of these all. Then some question, practical question related to this properties of multiplication of fractional number, chapter 7. We'll discuss in next class. Till that, bye bye. But one thing you have to remember, whatever PDF I'm sending you, okay, so don't try to solve all the questions day, or don't be confused that sir is sending many questions a day, so how will complete it? Every day 5 to 6 questions you'll fear up, okay, and revise. Very important thing that you have to revise only, not only in fearing the fear copy. And some students, those are not writing, they are not completing the syllabus also, they have to complete it fast, okay, because I am getting through that message that some are very back you are moving, okay, you are not update, okay. Thank you, bye.